What's up, guys? Welcome back into Brand Dog Sports. The Cowboys just finished up preseason week 1 against the Seahawks in Seattle. And so today I'm going to have 5 winners from you from the first game of the preseason. The first winner I'm going to have for y'all today is Camden Brown. Look, if you've been hearing anything out of training camp, if you've been following Cowboys beat reporters on Twitter, on just wherever you follow those beat reporters, you've been hearing a lot of good news about Camden Brown. So if you've been following those guys, this doesn't come as a surprise to you. However, for a lot of people, they didn't know who Camden Brown was coming into today. Well, now you do. 2 touchdowns, 2 insane touchdown grabs. Really, in my opinion, from what I've heard, obviously, haven't been at the practices, haven't been in Oxnard like a lot of these other people. From what I've heard, from what I've gathered, probably the winner of the offseason, especially in the wide receiver room, has been Camden Brown. And look, Jonathan Mingo, Kevontae Turpin even. I mean, Kevontae Turpin obviously has a spot, even if it's just as a returner. But in the wide receiver room, he is pushing those guys to potentially be wide receiver 5, maybe even wide receiver 4 over Kevontae Turpin. The second winner I have from week 1 of the preseason is going to be Julius Wood. Look, again, another guy where you've heard a lot of good stuff about coming out of training camp. This is a guy that plays downhill, plays fast, plays physical. I love his style of play. Look, if he keeps playing like this in the preseason, and the way we've heard how he's playing at practice and training camp, it's going to be really hard to deny him a spot on the 53-man roster come week 1. My third winner from the game today is going to be James Houston. Look, I was a big advocate for James Houston last year in an edge room that I didn't think was very good. Again tonight, we see it. He gets another sack. This is a guy that every time he steps on the field, I feel like he's making big plays, making his name known, making his presence felt. I do think he's secure in terms of a roster spot, but still, I think he was a winner today, maybe pushing for more playing time, more snaps when that season does come around. The fourth winner I have from the game today is going to be Michael Trigg. Look, the tight end room was somewhat of a question mark heading into the preseason behind Jake Ferguson, whether that was Brevin Spanford or Luke Schoonmaker, or now Michael Trigg coming onto the scene. Look, it seems as though Brevin Spanford has all but locked up that tight end 2 spot. Now it's coming down to that third tight end spot. Is it going to be Luke Schoonmaker, who has had that role in previous years, has even had the tight end 2 role in previous years, but has lost that to Spanford? Or is it going to be a guy like Michael Trigg, who's really stepping up in the preseason, young guy, rookie, a lot of potential? I think he showed a lot tonight, and if he continues to do so, I do think he will get that tight end 3 spot over Luke Schoonmaker. The fifth and final winner I have from preseason week 1 for the Cowboys is going to be Jadon Blue. Look, obviously, neither of the running backs, him or Phil Maffa, who actually went out due to injury, had big games today when it comes to the stat sheet. However, what Jadon Blue showed in the passing game specifically is what makes me think he's in the driver's seat for running back 2. Look, at the end of the day, he started today for a reason. Was there anything crazy in the running game? No. But quite frankly, that offensive line was not blocking for him or Phil Maffa very well at all today. That backup offensive line was an issue early in the first half when Jadon Blue was getting his carries. So did he show anything crazy in the running game? No. But he did show stuff in pass protection where he was better than he was a year ago. And he also showed stuff in the screen game, in the passing game, which is where I think he's the strongest. So I really do think he was a winner today. And I do think he will be running back 2 when week 1 rolls around.